Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I'm just back in the door from work. I have made myself some tea. So last night I put out one of those little question tabs on Instagram and asked you guys to ask me anything. If I'm ever doing like a Q&A of sorts, I usually put the question tab out on Instagram because it's easiest to get all of the questions there and group them all together in one place where I can find them. But I just said that since I have so many new subscribers now, you guys might not know me all that well, so I thought that this would be a really good opportunity to do a little Q&A, get to know me style kind of video. And you guys asked some good questions, some personal questions as well, so things might get a little bit juicy today. I'm definitely going to be answering some questions that I haven't answered before. So I have a hot water bottle. I'm going to take off my coat though and grab my tea, and let's get right into answering some of your Q's. Okay, also can we talk about the fact that I got the new Crazy Rich Asians book, China Rich Girlfriend? Came in the post this morning. I'm so excited to read that. I'm literally going to do that tonight. Okay, let's start off with an easy one. So first question, would you say that you are introverted or extroverted? I would definitely say that I am an extroverted introvert, and I was actually talking to my parents about this and they said that it's the same thing. I very much enjoy my own company. As you all know, I live on my own. I don't mind living on my own. I really enjoy it actually. I like having me time. I know a lot of people that are like that as well, that they really actually need the time to be with themselves and on their own throughout the week. I just enjoy being on my own. I like me time, but I am good at putting myself in the situation of being okay about being around other people and other people with big personalities or in large crowds of people. And I think that that might be down to having done an awful lot of performing as a child. I was not as a child and as a teenager, probably right up until I was in my early 20s, to be honest. I've always done some form of performing arts, whether that's singing, acting or dancing. So I think that that has given me the extroverted qualities, but I am definitely more of an introvert. And as I've gotten older, I've learned to apply those qualities to situations that I'm not the most comfortable in. So I've kind of made myself be a little bit more comfortable with them. So I would definitely say I am an extroverted introvert. I've had a couple of questions asking where my next trip is going to be, if I have any more trips planned. I don't have anything planned as of yet, but out of the country, my next trip will probably be somewhere in Europe. I say probably because I'm not sure, but I will probably be somewhere in Ireland first and foremost. I'm trying to maybe pay a little visit to Cork, so that would probably be my next one. Every time I do one of these Q&A style videos, I always get some form of a question surrounding relationships or my relationship status. So if I'm seeing anybody, if I have been seeing anybody, am I dating? Are you in a serious relationship? Have you been in a serious relationship? And I always tend to like semi-dance around that subject, so I'm actually going to talk about it today. So to answer the question, have I ever been in a serious relationship? Yes, I have, and I've kind of danced around answering anything to do with this topic because I honestly didn't really want to, number one, to be honest, at the time, and two, I didn't really know how to talk about it while still respecting my own privacy. So I was engaged. Some of you might know that if you've been following me for long enough, but most of you probably won't. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that. I just wanted to answer it because I feel like I'm in some way, shape or form like hiding something if I don't talk about it. But as I said, I just wasn't ready or didn't know how to talk about it. But believe you me, I feel like my life is full of chapters. Your life is a book or a series of books, and that book in my life is well and truly closed. And I am on to the sequel. Obviously I dealt with the whole situation at the time, but after I had moved on from it myself, I didn't really feel the need or kind of want to talk about it anymore. As I'm sure you're all well aware, if you were in the same position with any form of a breakup, you just kind of want to get on with your life and move forward. So that's exactly what I did. I'm very happy. I didn't want to dwell on it, and I don't want to dwell on it. I don't want any drama or anything like that. I'm not like that in general in my life. I don't like drama, and I don't want any drama on my channel, so that's probably why I never spoke about it. I just didn't want a big fuss. So yeah, that's that, and I hope that answers maybe some of your questions that you had regarding other aspects of my relationship. But as I said, I am very happy. There's no need to check in on me to see if I am okay. It happened a long time ago and I am living my best life, you best believe. Okay, something a little bit more lighthearted. What coffee do you like the most? Girl, I don't drink coffee. I've drank coffee maybe once or twice. I've tried it a couple times, but I am a tea girl through and through. Okay, this question is, where do you get your style inspo from? I love all of your outfits. Thank you so much. I love fashion, just in general, always have. And I think I get a lot of my style inspiration these days from Instagram and people that I follow on Instagram, whether those are fashion bloggers or just people in the fashion industry. I love, one of my style icons is Olivia Palermo and always will be. I just love that woman so much. But yeah, for the most part, I find most of my inspo on Instagram. And I always feel like I get a little bit of inspiration from my mom as well. Even though she doesn't really have the same style as me, she's always been into fashion, and I feel like that's where I get my love of fashion from. Fun fact, my mom actually used to own clothes boutiques, so that's where I get the whole love of fashion from, my mama. I also had a lot of questions asking me about my job, so like what I do for a living, about makeup artistry, things like that. So I'm gonna kind of answer all in one go. One person in particular asked, how do you find YouTubing? Do you prefer it to Instagram? And are you still working as a makeup artist? So currently I am still working as a makeup artist. However, I'm not doing it as full-time as I was before, because thankfully I've been able to incorporate YouTube semi into my job now, which is really nice. So I do a little bit of YouTube, I still do makeup, and I also always have done some office work, so like freelance administrative work and things like that. No matter what I'm doing, my work in general is very freelance. And then how do I find YouTube? Do I prefer it to Instagram? YouTube and Instagram are two totally different animals altogether, and both platforms involve a lot of work. I love YouTube and I love the community that I've grown on YouTube, and I've been on YouTube for so long now. I know a lot of you don't really see how long I've been on YouTube for, because this channel would be fairly new and there are a lot of videos that were on my channel that I've taken down off my channel and things like that. And I had a channel previous to this one, which I did mention before, but I started off on YouTube, I think in 2010. I'm almost positive it was around 2010 anyway, when I was still in school. It was before I went to university, and I started off with a music channel. So I did mention earlier on that I've always really been into performing arts, acting, singing, dancing, things like that. And when I was younger, I was very much into singing and acting, probably mainly. And I had a YouTube channel that was just purely dedicated to music and covers and all that kind of good stuff, and I really enjoyed that. And then I think when I started college, I started reading blogs. This was around 2011, 2012. I started reading blogs and watching a lot more YouTube, so more lifestyle style YouTube channels, when Zoella had kind of just started and was getting big and growing, and channels like that. And I kind of just wanted to start something myself, and that's how I got into having this channel here. I needed to separate the music and this type of video because it didn't make sense all on the one channel, and this channel has basically just grown. So I love YouTube, but I also do love Instagram. But I feel like on YouTube I can connect with you guys a lot more because it's through video, and then with Instagram it's all obviously more photograph based. But I love taking photographs, and I also love like the Insta story feature on Instagram, because I feel like it incorporates a little bit of YouTube into Instagram. But I think if I was to pick one over the other, I think I still prefer my YouTube though. Another topic I get asked about a lot is my apartment, and this question says, your apartment is so dreamy. Thank you, I love it so much. Have you ever had roommates? I think one of my previous answers will answer that. Is it expensive living all alone? Rent, upkeep, all that kind of good stuff. I feel like living alone can be as expensive as you want it to be. I'm very lucky insofar as I don't live in a big city. I know a lot of you think I live in Dublin, but I don't live in Dublin. I just spend a lot of time in Dublin with work and different things like that. Dublin's not that far away from me. It's only about an hour and 15-ish minutes depending where you're going, so I can go there quite often. So I would prefer to live somewhere where the rent is a lot cheaper and be able to do other things. But all of your other like utility bills, like electricity bills and TV charges and bin charges and things like that, I have direct debits that come out of my account every month. So like at the end of the month or the middle of the month or whenever the bill comes through, that just gets taken out of my account so that I know that the bill is paid, and then whatever is left at the end of the month can be saved or spent or whatever goes to whatever. So that's kind of how I budget. Bills first, everything else after. Next question, what is your favorite season? Honestly, I always used to think I was like a winter baby, that I loved the winter time. However, I have come to the conclusion that I love Christmas, but I don't love winter. So I love the Christmas holiday, but my favorite season is actually the autumn time. I absolutely love autumn. My birthday is in the autumn. I love Halloween. As much as I talk about how much I love Christmas, I love Halloween too. Halloween, just like, oh, I just got goosebumps to even think about it, and we are in February, you guys. But yeah, I definitely love autumn. I love the weather in the autumn time as well, that it's still kind of mild, but you get the crisp autumn leaves and you still have slightly longer days. Autumn is my gal. Why the hell do you not have a partner? You are such a great girl. Girl, I don't know. I mean, I'm such a catch. I'm only joking, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not on Tinder. Maybe I should be. I'm waiting on that Prince Charming. Anytime now, anytime. If you know someone good, let them know. Let me know. Connect. Next question. You're always so smiley and upbeat. Thank you. Are there bad days? And if yes, how do you go about it? So I assume like how do you go about like getting over bad days? As much as I always want this channel to be somewhere that you guys can come to at the end of the day to watch something that's going to cheer you up and make you happy, I'm very much about spreading positivity. Weirdly enough, I just thought about this the other day, 2 Christmases ago, so not just last Christmas, the Christmas before, I can remember sitting in my room writing out kind of like things that I'd like to achieve over the year, and one thing that I wrote down was being somebody that can spread positivity and radiate good vibes and positive vibes to make other people happy, as well as myself, because I feel like when you make other people happy, that in turn kind of gives a knock-on effect to yourself. It makes you happy too. So I always want this channel to be somewhere that you guys can come to just have a little bit of light-hearted, easy watching content at the end of your hard day of work. But I also want you to know that it is totally okay to have bad days, and I 110% have bad days too. And remember that when you're watching this channel, that a lot of the time I have like 3 videos up a week and they may be maybe like, I don't know, 20 minutes long, but remember that that's only 20 minutes out of 24 hours of a whole entire day. So you never know what's happened throughout that day as well. So remember that you only see a small snippet of everybody's lives, not only mine but whoever else you watch on YouTube, that everybody is not 110% sunshine and rainbows all the time, but I really do try and make a conscious effort to try and see the positive things in life. Everybody has their struggles and everybody has things that they go through, but if you can try your very best to take the positives out of life and the positives out of bad situations, I think it's really beneficial to you and your head and to you moving forward and things like that. So that's why I try and be as positive as I can. But definitely things that help out when I'm having a bad day are tea. Not gonna lie, that really helps me. Going for walks really helps clear my head. However, if you are like me and you're a little bit of an overthinker, sometimes you can start overthinking on walks. So I like to go for a walk, but I also like to be able to talk out that situation with somebody. So vent and tell somebody why I'm having a bad day, and usually my go-to is my mom, and that always has been that way since I was little. Somebody else asked, what is unforgivable for you in a relationship? Cheating. Definitely cheating. I like this question actually. I don't think I've ever answered this, but somebody else asked, if you weren't a makeup artist, what would you like to do for a living? YouTube obviously is something that I love, and I am doing something that I love already. But if I was to say something that's a little bit more adventurous, I'm gonna say, I feel like I've always been into something that's to do with performance. And even when it comes to YouTube, I feel like it all kind of, in my head anyway, it all kind of knits into one, that this still fits into how much I was into acting and performing and singing when I was younger. I feel like this is all like a part of it. So I feel that if I was to do anything totally out there and like a little bit different, it would probably be acting or presenting or something like that. I feel like I'd really enjoy that because it's something that I wanted to do when I was younger as well. Like if you'd have asked Grace at 16 or 17 years old what she wanted to be, I think she would have said a singer or an actress. To an extent, I kind of am doing what I've always wanted to do. Somebody else asked, what type of car do you drive? So I actually drive my brother's old Volkswagen Golf. It is 11 years old, I think now, and it still hasn't failed on me yet, so I'm not giving up on it either. I'm going to group these two questions together. So somebody asked, have I ever visited Tokyo Disney? And somebody else asked, where would I most like to visit next? So like the top of my bucket list, I suppose, to visit, and that is Tokyo. I've never been to Tokyo Disney, but I really, really want to go to Tokyo, so that's very high on my to-go list. Somebody else asked, where is the one place in the world you could see yourself living, your forever place? I always find this question really hard to answer because there's so many places that I would love to spend a period of time living in. So I love Italy and I love France, and I also love, this is very specific, but I also love California. And I know there's so many different states in America, but out of all of the places that I visit so far, I still love California. There's just something about it that I just absolutely love. So one of those three places I could definitely see myself living in. I don't know for how long or for when. When it comes to life in general with me, I am very open to whatever will happen. You never know what's going to happen in your life, how things are going to change. So I'm very much a go with the flow type of person to an extent. I do like to be planned and I like to have goals and things like that, but I think you need to be very flexible with those plans and goals because you never know what's going to happen in life. I would like to think that I will spend a period of time, maybe it's a short amount of time, maybe it's a more extended period of time in one of those three places, if not all of them. But it's really hard for me to think of a forever place right now at the moment because I have absolutely no idea, and I am 110% okay with that. Okay, I'm only going to do a couple more because this is going to get super long otherwise. So what is your favorite holiday destination? Somewhere that I could go back to time and time and time and time and time again that I absolutely love? Italy. Anywhere in Italy. Okay, the last one I'm going to answer is about goals. So a couple of people have asked, what goal do you have for 2019? What are your short-term / long-term goals? So as I said before, as much as I like to have like goals and plans and things like that long-term, I think you have to be totally flexible with those because your circumstances change, things change, your head changes, you change. For the most part, this is gonna sound really freaking cheesy, but I just want to be really happy. And that is always a goal of mine, is just to be as happy and as content as I possibly can. As I said earlier on, we're all gonna have bad days, but for the most part, just to be as happy as I can. I know I never talk about it because I feel like, not that it's an awkward topic to talk about, but sometimes it can be a little bit like taboo to talk about growing your channel, but I really do want to grow my YouTube channel and it's a passion of mine and I love doing it and I love connecting with you guys, and I'm so appreciative of the little community that we've got going on here on my channel. I just love it to bits and I really would like to see it grow, so I've been putting a lot of energy into it this year so far, and even last year too, but I just want to continue putting as much effort as I can into my channel to improve it and make sure I'm getting out good content to you guys and keeping all you guys happy too. But yeah, growing my channel, and one big goal of mine, I'm going to end on a good one, you guys. I'm going to throw it out into the universe. I'm going to speak it into existence. I want to, in some way, shape or form, have worked with Disney. I don't know in what capacity, but I would like to do that in the future, whether that is through TV, whether that's through YouTube. I don't know. I'm going to speak it into reality. I will work with Disney in some way, shape or form. Let's see how that goes. Bring it back to me. Okay, I feel like I've spoken for 60 million years now. My voice is getting hoarse, I'm getting hungry, my tea's getting cold, but I hope you have learned a little bit more about me through this Q&A. I've definitely tried to open up and be a little bit more transparent with you guys in this one. Let me know if you want to see some more Q&As in this channel. There were a load of other questions there that I couldn't get to because, believe you me, if I did, this would be like an hour-long Q&A. But if you want to see these more regularly, let me know down in the comments, and if you have any other questions, make sure to leave them down there. That's why I like to try and do like a question of the vlog and things like that at the end of the vlogs, because I get to answer your guys' questions, those burning questions, the things that you want to know. Anywho, I'm gonna go drink my tea and eat my lunch and chill out with my hot water bottle. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click subscribe if you're not already subscribed and you want to see some more of my face, and I will see you all again in my next video. Bye!